You should be getting training. There should be not an agent that wants to come in the health vertical, whether it be Medicare, be ACA, be life, even on the life vertical as well, that does not have to go through some kind of Medicare training. Hey, here's how to offer Medicare, here's how to do fact finding, here's how to do needs analysis, here's how to offer the right products. That should be a given. You should be getting a lot more than what you're getting today from a majority of the FMOs that are out there, okay? There are far too many agents, okay, that get into this space that just don't know what they're doing, and then they get with an FMO that provides no help. So, Joanne, this comes back to your comment that you had posted on the page, and I'm going to touch on it here. So, what services should you be getting, for them to earn such a large override in most cases, right? So if you're a street level agent, you're getting paid $611, $306. Most of these FMOs, top of hierarchies, right, are getting an admin override of up to between $200 and call it $220, right? So they're making $200 to $220 first year off of you, and then also the renewals, which just cut that in half for as long as that client stays on the books. What value add, what services should you get from an FMO to be able to get that override? You should be getting a lot more than what we're getting today, right? It is great to be able to pick up the phone and call the FMO just to carry your general question. Ask a general compliance question and get an answer, which still is hard even to get with a lot of the FMOs that are out there. But you should be getting training. And when I say training, there should be no agent that is allowed. AHIP doesn't count. AHIP is more of a compliance, type. I mean, I've done AHIP for how many years now? It's getting better. I like where it's going. I think if we just added some stuff to the AHIP, it'd be great. It's just for everybody every single year. But anyways, there should be not an agent that wants to come in the health vertical, whether it be Medicare, be ACA, be life, even on the life vertical as well, that does not have to go through some kind of Medicare training of, hey, here's how to offer Medicare, here's how to do fact finding, here's how to do needs analysis, here's how to offer the right products. That should be a given. If we did that, we wouldn't have the low stick rate in the industry. Okay, I mean, not stick rate, I would say, success rate in the industry. There's so many agents that come out, push paper, that get contracted that don't end up doing anything. Now, is that 100% on the FMO? No. A lot of people want a lot of things that don't end up working for things. We get that internally all the time. I'd love to tell you that I retain 100% of my agents. That's not the case. So, really, you should be getting Medicare sales training on how to explain Medicare, how to offer Medicare, what to do, with Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, prescription drugs, adding ancillary, right? And then there should be sales training that's there for you. How, where, at what time, how do you offer ancillary policies, right? Who's a good fit for what type of ancillary product that's out there? And that doesn't really exist. Yeah, there are a couple, I've called Galen out on one or two of my videos. Now I'll call her out again here. Shout out here to Galen Hendricks and Taylor Martin. They taught us how to position our, ancillary products with our core sale. And now we've gotten really, really, really good at it, since her training us years back, them training us years back. But, that's the kind of value that you should be getting from FMOs. Yeah, yes, again, from a compliance perspective, and teaching you guys compliance, teaching what does it look like to grade a call? What does it look like? What should you be listening for your agents or even yourself to know that, you guys are doing good business in a way that the carriers want it done, CMS wants it done. Like, there should be training on that. Just an e-learning platform, it's not that expensive. There's tons of the platforms that are out there, and it's just mind-blowing to me that these FMOs don't have that. Hey, listen, our cop's going somewhere quick. Hopefully everybody's all right. I don't want to sound selfish here, but I'm going to an extent. Like, at the end of the day, like, these FMO, there's a very big gap in the market. And that's why, I created the page, insurance disruptors, and we're going to disrupt it. It's not going to be anything crazy, right? It's just going to be offering the things that all FMOs should be offering. Now, if you look at some of my comments, if you look at some of my videos, I want to change the market. I want these FMOs to offer that type of things, right? Like I said, do I want to be selfish and, just do it ourselves and then have a whole bunch of agents come underneath us and, want to work with EIP because nobody else is doing it? Yeah, but that's not the right thing, right? At the end of the day, like, if I could get the big three FMOs to do this, okay, it benefits our clients, number one. It benefits all of our agents. It keeps the industry in a really good spot. So I do hope that the FMOs, join this group, and I will approve. Every FMO that wants to join this group, I'm more than happy to approve it, okay, because I do want them to hear my messaging, whether they like it or not. I want them to understand that change is needed, and we all need to come together so our industry's still around. So let's go back to more services, though. So Medicare training should be a must. Sales training, right? This one's a big one, right? We generate our own leads, MedicareFAQ.com, MedicareCompare.com, ApplyForMedicare.com, and a whole bunch of other sites, okay? With that, all of our ads are get a quote online. So these people are filling out their information, first, last name, telephone number, email address, date of birth, zip code, right? So we get their information, we call them. We only get a hold of about 5 out of 10 of those people. The other 5 just don't pick up. And for the 5 out of the 10, I would say 2 to 3 of those that we actually get a hold of have some kind of objection, and the number one objection we get right now is call me back later. There's 2 reasons why we get call me back later. Number one, because they're searching at work, right? And they're actually not needing, they can't talk right now, or they think they can't talk right now. Or number 2, they're really just trying to get you off the phone, and then they're never going to pick up the phone. So we actually train our agents how to overcome that intro objection, right? And our success rate of overcoming that objection is about 80%. What's even better than that, if your intro is really good and your tone is very good, we've noticed that our objection rate, not because our advertising's changed or anything else along those lines. Get ready to turn this corner and it gets crazy sunny. Change my glasses here. It's not because the advertising's any different or anything. It's because of the fact that our tone has gotten better. We've taught our agents how to get in the door with good tone, good saying it the right way. Like, our scripting is really, really good to get in the door now. And we've seen it increase significantly, since we've implemented it this year and late last year. So just sales training in general, how to get in the door, what to say, and then how to fact find, how to do a needs analysis to help that consumer, steer them to the plan that is in their best interest, right? They don't always know that a Medicare Advantage might be in their best interest, or a Medicare supplement might be in their interest. And you can help lead that conversation, to that, just based upon your fact finding, your needs analysis, and those types of things. And then even better than that, ancillary, right? Positioning ancillary throughout your entire conversation to be able to get that 50 to 60% attach rate on ancillary, to get that PDP attach rate. And then, we do a 14-day follow-up. That 14-day follow-up, we do it with just to make sure that they got their ID cards, make sure they have no last-minute questions. That's when we ask for referrals. We get a tremendous amount of referrals at that point. And then lastly, we talk to them about life insurance. It's not a hard sell. Our attach rate right now is 10%. That's with just a few people that are testing this out. Whenever we give it back to the writing agent here in the next few weeks, I think we'll be at a 12 to a 15% attach rate. And that's just sales training. And then, other services, everybody should provide compliance. You have to, right? But there should be more compliance training that's there. There should be courses like, hey, here's what we're looking for on these calls, so you better understand. And when we say we, it's really, what do the carriers want? What does CMS want? Like, what are we listening to the calls, making sure that we've got the disclosures, disclaimers, all that type of stuff. I don't know all the right verbiage there. I could get my compliance manager on it. She could tell you everything that there ultimately is. So that should be a given. A lot of FMOs give you like, oh yeah, you got a CTM and you got to do this, but they don't actually give you training of like, hey, here's what to look for with your agents. Here's what to listen for. Like, here's our scorecard to score the calls that we're grading ourselves. Like, FMO should be essentially secret shopping as well. Your calls, now that everybody's recording practically 100% of their calls, they should just be doing secret shopping. They should be spot checking themselves as a FMO and saying, hey, listen, I'm going to pull 10 calls a month from your agency and grade those calls and teach you how to be a better partner, okay, to your clients and to your agents and to the carrier, so on and so forth, right? So compliance is a big thing. And then just the needed tools, right? Prior to like CSG coming out, CSG was like the first tool that came out that it's a quoting tool. It's still kind of, unfortunately, I wish they would evolve. So Integrity, please let those guys, do more over there. It was an amazing product, still is an amazing product, but unfortunately going to get passed up by some of these other groups that are coming out with more technology if you don't keep growing that side of it. But anyways, CSG came out, and guess what? All the FMOs started offering CSG for free. Little tools here and there came out, started offering them. And so, the big ones are really the enrollment platform. So whether it be Connecture, be Sunfire, there's a couple others that are coming out right now, which I'm super excited about just because it's, I like competition. I like competition out there. It makes, Connecture got way better whenever Sunfire came out. And Sunfire's kind of taken over the market. Connecture still has its place, but at the end of the day, Sunfire's done a great job to take over the market, but they've kind of, they're all over the place from an onboarding perspective and everything else. So I like disruption, aka the name of this group. But those services are almost a given by every FMO, and rightfully so. They should be, right? The big things that we're lacking in the industry, in my opinion, is the upfront training, Medicare training, sales training, compliance training, which are the three biggest freaking things out there, guys, that everybody needs. And then the one-off little things here and there, the tools and stuff, those, again, thank you, FMOs. We are the FMO that we use on a couple of our MA contracts. They pay for our enrollments for Sunfire, and thank you. That's much appreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed. And for those that don't know, I've said it on a video or two now, that crap's expensive. These groups pay millions and millions and millions of dollars a year, over to these platforms, Sunfire, Connecture, that they're eating up those costs that you're not having to pay for as an agent. And I pay for some of them because, again, we have a lot of our contracts are direct. Some are still through the FMOs. So hopefully this was useful. Hopefully you liked it. These are going to be all the things that we're going to be providing as an FMO. is we're going to provide this type of stuff. We're going to provide the training. We're going to provide, hey, listen, you want to come sit in my center? If you're a vetted agent and you want to come sit in my center and do a ride along with my sales team, or you want to come sit in with my compliance team, or you want to come sit in with my new business team, we will be offering that. Now, I'm not going to have an agent that just is brand new to the space that wants to figure that stuff out. Yeah, like, we'll give you the tools, we'll give you some training videos, we'll give you all that type of stuff, we'll do trainings with you to help you out. But I do need to see, before you come in the office, I do need to see that you're trying, right? Is it a skill or is it a will issue? And there are a lot of times it's a will issue. I see it all the time, unfortunately, in my center with my LOAs, and we get those people out quick. We want people that have a purpose, that have whys, that are motivated, that want to help people. Those are what we look for in our team members, and we've really redefined the employee, the team member that we're ultimately looking for, and it's done amazing things. Okay, so would love to have more conversations. You have any questions for me, feel free to reach out inside the group. And hey, happy selling, have a great week, go kick some butt, help as many people as you can this week.